of science fiction.
Well, hello and welcome to another review. So we're in the episode called Just Jen, and it's quite interesting. I've done a lot of thinking about last week's episode, and before you ask, I did see the new Quantum Leap. I've not watched Andor yet. I'm going to do a review on Quantum Leap in the second episode. I just want to get a bit further into it before I do a one-off review about it. A friend of mine seen Andor already, wasn't impressed. I've been sat on the fence. I don't see a lot of point in this Andor, but I'm going to give it a go. So I'll watch that later. Anyway, on to She-Hulk. It was quite interesting episode. We got into the whole girly thing of Instagram type culture of certain ladies loving themselves. We got Mr. Immortal, who every time he wants a divorce, he kills himself because he can never die, which was quite an interesting take on a minor Marvel villain, which had me in stitches. I liked it when Titania turned up at the wedding. There was a slight punch-up. She-Hulk got pissed and she forgot how to change it to She-Hulk. And she did meet a fella there. He liked her for being Jen. But obviously there could be a bit of a twist with that. I mean, we're 6 episodes in. We know there's a villain in the background, so I assume Daredevil is going to come into it next week. So I did like the Mr. Immortal thing. That was rather interesting. I like where they took the concept. You know, all his wives were there, and he even had a boyfriend. Well, he's immortal, isn't he? So I mean, he's been around for a long time. He's gonna have a very complicated life of relationships and stuff like that. And it was hilarious. And apparently, he's got children. So it was sort of interesting. And then we jumped back to She-Hulk, and I think it was like a school wedding. I think she was not one of the popular girls at school, Jen. And you got that stereotype, you know, the girls that went out with the jocks, they'd all grown up and she was getting married. And she turned up as She-Hulk at the wedding, and a so-called friend, she didn't like it, so she became Jen. Dresses too big for her. I mean, you know, you do feel for her really as Jen. I sort of I have a love for this character. I don't know why. I think Jen's character, she's so like, you know, people just sort of ignore her to a point, but she is lovely. But the thing when she becomes She-Hulk, her and Titania have a big, well, it's not really a big, it's not that big of a punch-up. It's not like when you're reading comics, you know, cars flying around and doors and buildings. It was like punch-up, and She-Hulk knocked her teeth out, and she ended up ruining herself on the internet. So I think we're going to see why Titania starts this whole hate thing for her, because she blames She-Hulk for ruining her platform. You know, bringing her down to, how do you say, like making her look average. I think we're going to see another side to Titania about her background. I wonder if it's going to be similar to her origins in the comic. So all in all, not a bad. I did prefer this episode to last week, you know, but you know, we're 6 episodes in. I know a lot of people do not like this series. I know that, and I respect that. But for some reason, I sort of do like this series. Do not ask me why. I really do. Maybe it's because I read the comics. You know, I don't know. But I have to say, could she have carried this series if it had just been a She-Hulk in it? Could she have carried this? I mean, we've had quite a few guest stars. We had great move. We got Bruce Banner at the beginning of the season. You know, we've had Wongers, we've had him. You know, Daredevil's coming into it. Now, I think this is where this series will probably peak, actually, when Daredevil comes into it. And it is, I like what they've done with the character. Like, they've turned the abomination. I mean, he even wrote a letter to Bruce Banner saying, I'm sorry for being like what I was. You know, I've chilled out now. And he's living on his spiritual place with his 12 wives or whatever, you know, but he's not allowed to become an abomination. But all in all, this wasn't bad. I actually quite enjoyed this episode. So this is my review of She-Hulk this week. You know, I know some people are going to think, you know, how can you like this? What is it about this series? I just like her. I like the Jen character. I think she's a great actress. I like her character because, like, when she's like plain and boring, it's like she has a lot to offer, but nobody's noticing that. And then when she comes She-Hulk, it's like a whole different thing. And I like that conflict where is she confident enough to become She-Hulk? I know she does. And does she like being She-Hulk? I think she does. But we're getting into that sort of mindset with her, you know. So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes. I hope we do get a season 2. I really do. People are going to say, Martin, why do you like this series? Again, I just think there's something. I think it might be because I read the John Burns stuff when I was growing up. But I love the whole fourth wall interaction when she starts talking to you, which I sort of find quite interesting. But I'm going to go. I will be doing Quantum Leap next week. I'm going to try and get an Andor up. I don't know if I'm going to bother reviewing. I'll let you know after the first episode. So have an awesome weekend, and I will see you on the next video. And please subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know you folks, as I like to talk to you all, and see you on the next video. I've already said that, haven't I? Live long and prosper.